Hello, my name is Veronica and welcome into the Learning Lab. And in today's lab, I'd like to share with you some of the goodies that I brought home from the Chantilly Stamp and Scrapbook Expo that was held recently here in Virginia. Come on in and let's get started. One of the booths I stopped by was this company, and it's the Paper Cut, and you can find them there at thepapercut.com and also on Facebook. But I love this copper metallic paper that he had, and their special deal all day long was buy two get one free. So I bought this claret metallic glossy. It's beautiful, if I have to say so myself, if I do say so myself. And then I bought this purple granada cover. You probably can't pick it up on camera, but it has a leather grain finish. They had this and then a blue, a black, and another color, but I love the purple. And since my son is a Baltimore Ravens fan, I figured I can cut out a lot of things with the purple. And then the last thing I got was this Frost Extra White Vellum that I can use with some of my Heartfelt Creations flowers and just create some beautiful, lighthearted elegance with that. And those all came from the Paper Cut. And of course, I had to visit my favorite booth, Art Impressions. I had to get up to date on some of the newness that had come out. They do have a catalog out. Normally you do have to pay for the catalogs, but this is a supplement catalog, so it was free. I went ahead and picked that up, and I also picked up that gorgeous stamp for wintertime. And what I did on the first day, I picked this one up because I knew I did not have it, the Flaunt It, but I had to come home, lay out all my girlfriend stamps, and actually snap a picture of them to make sure that I didn't duplicate. Then I also got, as I said, this one, which I think is just gorgeous, and it's the Latte Love. And for this one, it just reminds me so much of Thelma and Louise and the way my girlfriends and I do it. That, road trip, hey, everybody in. In college, I loved taking road trips. Art Impressions also gave us on the other side a code to get 10% off when we order again. And because I went to the booth 2 times, I got 2 of those. And we got to pick a little freebie. So I got the turtle, and then I got the zebra, or the zebra if you're in the UK. I just love how they pronounce that. And then to add to my growing collection, I got the 2 new releases of the foliage and the flower set. So I got the flower set 2 and the foliage set 2. I think those are going to be really pretty. And Art Impressions also had a free make and take, but they had done the hard work for us. That a lot of that was done. The only thing we had to do was to color in the books that the little mouse was sitting on. And there it is. It's one of their little trifold cards that sit up like a tunnel card, and you can see through it. But that was my wonderful little haul from Art Impressions. Now, my next make and take was this cute little jeweled item from Kraft Fantastic, I believe it was. And this was just a laser printed photo, and we put the crystal dome on top. You could put this into a pendant necklace, earrings if you want to. I mean, it's pretty large, but you could even turn this into a ring if that were your desire. Again, this was a free make and take at Kraft Fantastic. And as a result of shopping with them, I came home with a lot of stuff. When you purchase, they allow you to get a free sheet of their fantastic images. And these are some of the ones that I got to turn into the same as I did with these. I just love the pretty pastel-y backgrounds. This one is a little more modern and retro at the same time. These psychedelic ones, because that's what I call them, not an ombre, they remind me of more retro, and then the black and white are more modern, and those are the ones I chose. I also chose this one with the butterfly, and I chose this one. You know what? I am missing one. because I had one very similar to this, except the images were much larger. She actually allowed me to get a couple of more, and then I bought one on top of the ones that they gave you for free with your purchase. But here's what I bought to make some of these delicious things. Now, I ran into another girl. We were eating at Willard's Barbecue, which is right around the corner at the Expo. And if you've never eaten there, you might want to pop on over because the barbecue is absolutely delicious. So, hello, Serena. She and I were sitting there wolfing down our food because we were just hungry. Neither of us were talking. We were sitting at the same bar together. And then once we'd gotten a bit of sustenance into our bodies, we started chatting with each other and became fast crafting buddies there at the Expo. And we sat down to do this make and take together. And as a result, we wanted to buy some of the items. And so what we did on this one, which was their pendant tray kit, is she bought the circle and I bought the square, or vice versa, and we decided to share them. Now you get the Kraft Fantastic glaze and glue that works with it, but I came home with 4 pendants in bronze and 4 pendants in the silver. And then I also got, because Serena and I split the kit, I also got 4 in the circle and then 4 in the silver, and then we got the little domes that will fit right on top that will house one of these lovely images. And these can be turned into a circle or they can be turned into a square, however you want to do it. And these are made of glass. Just FYI, these are not a heavy acrylic plastic. They are made of glass. And the one thing that I didn't like on these is that there was no covering for them. These they were packaged 2 in there for the square ones, and they did protect those inside of the plastic. And to put these together, you do need the jeweler's dots, and they start you out with some. So Serena and I split the kit on that one, and as I said, the booth was Kraft Fantastic. Again, folks, if I can do a free make and take at your booth, decide that I like your product, I am going to probably purchase something. 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes. That's how I got into the art anthology. I did a make and take at their booth, was so enthralled with what I did there that I wanted to take their class. So when they came back again, I did, and anyway, nevertheless, didn't like it. Serena and I also switched these because they came 8 silver and 8 bronze, and so we divvied that up, but we each got 1 pack of the 10 small glass ovals. This one I got on my own just because I thought it was really cute. Let's see, let's come in a bit so you can see that. Thought those were really cute, so I got those on my own, and they came with the crystal beads that sit on top. And then she and I also got the chains. They are, so again, a plated and a bronze, and we got the 24-inch Rolo chain, and there were 10 in there, and we split it, and I got 5 of the bronze, and she got 5 of the silver. And then this one was one of their fantastic goodie grab bags that came for 15 bucks, and it just has a smorgasbord of things in there. So you get a variety of the overlays, variety of pendants to put some of those in, and if you look at some of the longer butterflies that I got, they will fit in there perfectly. Oh, especially here, that would be gorgeous. I also got a couple of chains in here. We got a beaded one, which I didn't buy any of those separately, and then we got the Rolo chain. Uh-oh, do I have a broken chain here? Nope, I don't. It just needs to be put back into the bead. So in my goodie one, I got this bronze one, I got a Rolo, and a silver. So we got 3 chains in there, and then just a smorgasbord, including this little small charm bracelet kit was in there also, and that's in the bronze. Oh, look at that key. I think I'll have to do something for my mom in this one because she loves collecting old keys. Wow, this is really, really cool. Again, that is from Kraft Fantastic. So if you get a chance, do their make and take, and they have some great items to buy, and they're reasonably priced, you know, for what you're going to get. I thought it was. So, you know, when I walked away and she told me what my total was, I was like, oh, I need to go and get me another I shop button to go with the previous I shop button that I got. But it was fun, and it was so great hanging out with Serena. She and I would love to go to the Creating Keepsakes in Pennsylvania, so we'll see what happens. Okay, on to my next shopping one. So my next stop was the Eyelet and Brad outlet. I had fun. And Serena, if you're ever out shopping, don't shop with that woman. She's a mad lady. But I got some that I thought I would like. I got this black and white because they're just classic. And these jewels, baby cards, come on. These I got, they were like a teardrop shape, and I can color them in whatever color I like. These I got because I just like them. The colors, just absolutely stunning. And I got some of the swirls because I like the swirls. Those were pretty. Another swirl. I picked up quite a number of those. They had one that was kind of a pewter one that was more muted that I really wanted to get, but they didn't have it there. So I got those. And then I also picked up some Brads. These are dogs. For men's cards, there's some tools, footballs from a kiddo, houses because, you know, owls, which I just love. I got 2 packs of those, and they actually had them for $1, some of these. Then I got the toolbox for the men to go with the tools. Fishing, got the bass and the, can't think of the other one that's in there. Oh, trout. And then these were polar bears. Mushrooms, because, you know, I like berries and mushrooms. These were the fishing rod and reel to go with the fish. And then I just got the breakfast food because I thought it was cute. But anyway, that was at Eyelet Outlet, and yeah, I spent $43, $46 there. No, but I like my things that I got, so that makes it all well worth it. Okay, next up. When I was out perusing, I went by Stamps by Judith booth, and the guy was like, hey, come on in, you know, see what we got. And I said, I will come in, but for now I am just perusing all the booths. I want to visit them all before I make one purchase, because I want to make sure I'm getting something that I really want and really need. Because they tried to give me a basket, I was like, take that away. So when I came back, the guy saw me. He goes, so you're back. And I said, yes, I am back because I do love the stamps that you create. And I got this one. And it's just a naked tree. But if you had seen what they did with this, it's a tree for all occasions. I could make it a birthday tree, a wedding tree, a Halloween tree, a Christmas tree, an Easter tree, a Valentine's Day tree, a St. Patrick's Day tree, just by dangling little things from them. And with my Cricut and my brother's Scan and Cut and my Xyron, I can cut tiny things. I also have stamps that stamp tiny things that I can hang from the tree. And down here, I can put it in a basket. I can put it in a pot. I can put it in a pumpkin's head. I could put anything in there to hold it. And this one I like because it just makes my imagination and creativity go wild. This would be great for get well soon, sympathy, thinking of you, you know, don't worry, everything's gonna be all right, that kind of card. And this one was $10.75, and this one was $11.75, and I love both of those. The possibilities on them are endless. Everybody who knows me knows I love a good rubber stamp, so I am excited and ready to get these puppy inky. And those were Stamps by Judith. Now, I went back to Sparkle and Sprinkle, picked up some more of the Nouveau drops, but this time they had the jewel drops. You guys know I had some trouble with some of my Nouveau drops, and they were with some of the ones that I had gotten from Sparkle and Sprinkle also, and I was telling her about it. So we have a game plan for me to try to get those to work, and I'm hoping they will, because I do love them. The ones I had that worked really well. The ones that didn't, they didn't. So they had these jewel drops. I know I'm a glutton for punishment. And these colors are just luscious. Look at that. And they come out like a jewel. Let me see if I can squirt one for you. And then I did get one other one, which was this beautiful, 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 beautiful Blue Lagoon glitter drops. I did go ahead and squirt out a sample of these jewel drops just so you can see how beautiful they are. And here they are right here. And starting over here, that's the glittery one that I did. And these are just all the other luscious colors. I did go ahead and start picking them off. I pulled off the little yellow one there. And they are translucent. Except for that one. Well, it has a little bit. But those are gorgeous. I'm definitely going to be excited to use these on a card. So I do like how those turned out, and hopefully I can get my others to work. If not, we do have a game plan to get those going again. Now, if you made a purchase by a certain time or for a certain amount, they gave you a little goodie bag. I didn't do that. Serena did. Telling you, don't go shopping with that woman. She got a brushable glue. And then the color is berry pudding. Oh, they're really pretty. Let's see here. Oh yeah, look. Nice and sprinkly. So she gave me one of her goodie bags. She's not even sure what's in the other one, but she wanted to share that one with me. And that's what I got at Sparkle and Sprinkle. I do believe that each Stamp and Scrapbook Expo location has its own Facebook page. You might want to check into that if you haven't. But I'm a member of the one in Chantilly, and I won a $10 gift certificate to Be Creative's booth. So I hopped right on over there and picked up this Inky Antics clear stamp set. I just love the peanut butter peanut theme. It was really cute. Also, while I was in there, again, I picked up this Sweet and Sassy stamp set, and they are Christian-based faith phrases. That was a mouthful, but I like that. Again, if you give me a reason to come into your booth, I'm more than likely going to spend some money. And I had to rush out of there because I had a class starting, else I would have stayed and perused the aisles just a bit more. Okay, now on to what I got from the Stamps of Life booth. Did you really think I was going to take the class and not go shop in the booth? I did. And trust me, there were a myriad of stamps there from which to choose. But because real estate is so valuable in my craft room, I have to get things that are going to do triple duty at this point. Double duty is no longer an option. It's now triple or nothing. So I picked up this cute stamp set with the bicycle. I think I have a bicycle die cut, but not this. I liked it because I can put the basket there, and I can fill that basket up with just about anything I wanted. And if you saw how cute they had colored in this bike, it was precious. So I can have this be a girl's bike with the basket or a boy's bike without the basket. So I did get this from Stephanie over at the Stamps of Life. Now, my final purchase, and this is definitely in no certain order, was from the Stamplistic booth. Again, I had to go back with Serena, and we picked up some of this metallic gilding polish. This is by Creative Expressions and my good friend Sue Wilson, who used to live in my neck of the neighborhood here in Virginia when she lived here. She is now in the UK, and you can catch her on the craft shows there, and I just absolutely love what she has done with her line. So when I saw these at Stamplistic, I had to go ahead and indulge myself. Now, they did have a special that if you bought 11, you got the 12th one free. So again, Serena and I decided to split and split the cost of the final one. She offered to let me take the free one, but I wouldn't let her. So there you go. I figure that I can use this pearl luster to make any color card that I currently own lustrous. Let me show you what this looks like when you open it up. Now this is the cap that takes off the whole thing. And look at that yummy goodness in there. Isn't that beautiful? Just so creamy and sparkly. Now for the lid. The lid goes back on, but the one you want to use is in here. And it does say for best results to prime the sponge first with soapy water before you even start. So then you just pop this out and there is your sponge applicator. No more looking for an applicator, and it's pretty dense. Wow. I think I'm going to love this. And again, here's the cap. So when once you scoop out what you want and you start to spread it on, you can always put your cap back on top to preserve the formula that's inside. These are awesome. Since I'm here, let me show you the other ones. Look at this. Beautiful. You can see where I had a little heat in my car and some got into the lid, but that's okay. I'm going to scrape that puppy right on out. That was the electric blue. This is that beautiful Mediterranean blue. It may be coming across a little purple on screen, but let me tell you, this blue is breathtakingly blue. Then this lovely pearl luster. Just beautiful. Again, it was in my hot car, so I got a little in the lid, but it's all usable. Then let's move over to this pink. Gosh, I mean, what's a girl's life without a little bit of pink in there? You can see the metallic inside that color. And then finally, my silver glitter, which when I saw the sample of what they did with this glitter, I had to have it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I will definitely have fun playing with these. I want to play with some of these tomorrow, as a matter of fact. And the glitter has the same lid as the other one. So I'm going to probably just turn on the camera, get going, and see what I can create with some of these. But this is part of my fantastic haul that came from the Chantilly Stamp and Scrapbook Expo here in Virginia. As always, thank you for joining me in the lab. Please be sure to check out my blog at incollusions.blogspot.com. Until then,